Oh, here we are.
Here we are.
Hey, everybody. This is Dr. Julie Gilbert from Oregon Weight and Wellness, along with Rachel Matthews. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, everybody.
How are you doing today?
So good. It's been
So
a good
good.
day. Good week so far.
Good.
How about
Yeah.
you?
Oh, Rachel, I was out there pulling weeds at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or whatever, but I just stung not once, not twice, 3 times.
What?
Yeah, yellow jacket. I ran into a yellow jacket nest in the ground.
Oh, yes. That's the most common way that it happens for people. They pull a stick out or they move the dirt and then.
Oh, yeah. And Rachel, I mean, yeah, I was just, having a good old time and out there in the morning and, hands in the dirt, pulling weeds, whatever.
Grounding.
And all of a sudden I got a zing in my shoulder blade, right shoulder blade. And it felt like in my mind, it felt like it was like it, now that I think about the venom kind of going into it, kind of spread out like a spider. Yeah. And then all of us, I was like, what was that? And then seconds later, what was it? And then it took me like, oh, I'm getting stung. And, tried to find the, there. Hey, can you carry, no, you can sit right there. Yeah, that'd be fine. So, anyway, so, yeah, it woke me up. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are no joke, and they're nasty little bees. They are mean, and they can just get you.
So I'm getting my revenge though, because I have one of those little yellow jacket. Have you seen the little plastic?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they work well.
Yeah, I marched across the, yeah. I was like, okay, you sting me. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're on chapter 16 and our Eat, Move, Sleep. Yep. By Tom Rath. And Rachel, we talked a little bit about, I've got a little bone to pick with him about his first point. He says, avoid a high fat hangover. Mm-hmm. All right. And then we were talking, and to me, if you read what I'm going to read what he ate. And he blames it all on the fat. He had an English muffin, carbohydrate, no fiber. Ham, okay, has, we don't know if it's lean or not. 2 poached eggs, yes, there's fat in that. Hollandaise, definitely fat. And then buttery biscuit, butter is fat, biscuit, carb, no fiber. And fried potatoes, fat, and carb, no fiber. So, and then he blames it all. Then he had a hangover and no energy to do anything later. Mm-hmm. Well, my first point is he had too much food. He had a food hangover, not just a fat hangover. Because he had carbs without fiber, and then the fat he had no fiber. So, yeah, so he had a fast uptake of all this energy, and his body had to say, hey, man, we got to go to sleep to process all this.
Yeah. Yeah. And pretty low quality foods there too. I mean, a biscuit, there's just no redeeming value other than
the eggs, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not a whole lot of healthy nutrition that's going to go in there. And so he had a food hangover. But he really does speak to the point. So we can definitely agree on that, too many poorly processed carbs or processed carbs and too much fat.
Yeah.
And just too much food. But and we're not talking about healthy fats like avocado or nuts.
Right. That comes with fiber. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But then he really addresses the point that scientists and research has shown that food impacts our mood and our energy. It's like, it's not just a coincidence. It's actually science.
Yeah.
It's actually true. And so when we talk about the mental health crisis in our country right now, I swear to you, I think a massive portion of it is food. Because food impacts our mood. It changes our outlook on life and our energy levels, and energy and mood are closely related, right?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And so I think that's just a really, really big point. He also says that he chose to eat this meal because he was having a cheat day. And I want to point out that the word cheat is such a tricky word when it comes to nutrition, because think about the word cheat. Actually, the first thing I think of is cheating on a test in school. Now, when you cheat on a test in school, you're doing it to get ahead. You're trying to get a better grade. But when you cheat in your nutrition, you're not trying to get ahead. It's actually harming you. It's like, it's not getting you ahead in any way, right? So the word is just such a bad word to use. But I think that we have a connotation with cheating, like he, right? A little sneaky.
Right.
Autonomy loves to cheat because it's, I'm doing what I say and I'm getting away with something.
Right.
So that's why we kind of use that word for it. And man, he talks about it, the only one I was cheating was myself.
Oh,
because it ruined his day. He hardly had any energy for the rest of the day, and he had all these plans. And
so, the only one he's cheating is himself. Yeah. And I to your point about cheating in that word, it's not a cheat, it's a choice, because I have to feel guilty when I cheat. Yeah. And I don't want to feel guilty when I eat food.
No, that's right. If you're going to make that choice, own it. Do not call that a choice.
Yeah. It's okay.
And don't be ashamed of it. Yeah. You better own it. You did it. Yeah. And when you start owning things like that and really refusing to be guilty or ashamed about it, it changes your relationship with food. It really changes. It's not this war against food and like this good and bad and evil and, good food, bad food. No. It comes down to, what am I actually choosing? Right. And do I want to own this choice? Right. Yeah.
And so what does he eat for his next meal that he, sings the praises over?
It's so great. Yeah. The next time he makes a different choice, and he does call it a choice. He says, I ate an egg white omelet with spinach, mushrooms, and tomatoes. And I felt great. Yeah. And he went for a run.
So he reduced the fat and he reduced the carbs and he increased the nutrient density.
Yes. Yeah. And he decreased overall just consumption.
Calories. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And he felt better. Good. All right. What's his next point?
All right. Next point. Take your brain for a walk. So the takeaway here is learn, then move. And he says that immediately after a strenuous exercise, students in the exercise group had much higher levels of protein known as brain-derived neurotropic factor, which promotes the health of nerve cells. So they had better memory. Right. So gosh, when I'm talking about women in my age group in the perimenopause and menopause time, and they're talking about, I can't remember anything. I'm losing my memory. I have such poor memory.
Move your body to increase BDNF, right? For your brain. Move your body for your brain. Yeah. So, that I have heard neurologist after neurologist after neurologist speak to prevention of Alzheimer's, which unfortunately the incidence of that is increasing.
Yes.
And exercise plays such a big role in that.
Huge role. It's and the increasing incidence of Alzheimer's is not due to genetics. This is a lifestyle related disease. Now there are some genetic markers for
ApoE gene, ApoE gene,
That's right. And those are very strongly genetically driven. But there are other types that are more lifestyle driven. And exercise, like you said, time and time again, they speak to the exercise.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I heard another neurologist speak to the fact that the Parkinson's disease increases the less you move. So it's like, Parkinson's is a movement disorder where you have a hard time not moving. So this is not a scientific way to think about it. But if I didn't move my body earlier in life, it's gonna get the wiggles out later in life. Yeah, I don't know. So we got to move.
We got to move. It's so much more than movement for weight loss, right? Everybody connects exercise with weight loss. Oh man,
it's for my brain.
Yeah, it's for my longevity. It's for my mobility. It's for my mental health.
Right.
I want to use my body. Yeah. Right. So he says exercise creates an immediate benefit for your memory. And the little kind of like sing-song quote he uses here, or the little phrase is, learn, then move. So especially when you have a time where you're in a deep learning, maybe you have like a huge seminar at work, or you're a student, or you're reading a really difficult book, or you're taking a test, learn and then move your body and let your brain solidify those memories.
Good point.
Yeah.
And then that segues to his next point, which is move first, exercise, for better sleep.
Before you start taking sleeping pills.
Yeah. It's not, there is a place for sleeping medications, but it's usually short term. They're really not intended, haven't been really studied actually for long-term use. But moving our body, you know, if we expend some energy during the day, we're probably going to be more likely to be tired at night.
That's right. Yeah. I hear people equate exhaustion with like, I'm too tired to exercise. And what they're talking about is their brain is too tired. They're emotionally and mentally exhausted, so they can't move. They're too tired to move. And the truth of the matter is their body is not too tired to move. It's just not. We can always move. You can always get up and walk around somewhere, you know, and expend. And what you'll find is it generates energy. It clears out the cobwebs in your mind. It helps to process that difficult day. And when we move our bodies require rest, and our bodies require restoration. And so then they want to sleep. And but yeah, we can't not move our bodies all day and only move our brains, right? The brain engines are going, but the body's not moving. That doesn't equal good sound sleep.
Right. And it can be such a catch-22. Or maybe it's maybe that's not the right term, but it's not a catch-22. Just a cycle, maybe a kind of a vicious cycle where I'm tired. I don't want to exercise. I'm not exercising, therefore I'm more tired. So I don't, and how we break that cycle, maybe standing outside of ourselves and saying, I can do 1 minute. I can do 2 minutes, something.
And changing the mindset, you know, we tell ourselves a story, I'm too tired. And that's a belief, but it doesn't have to be true. And we listen, I'm too tired to exercise, right? And that's the first thing the brain wants to come up with, because it wants to conserve energy. It doesn't, you know, it wants you to feel good feelings. And so to reframe that, I'm not too tired to exercise, I'm choosing not to. It's the choice again. My body actually could exercise. I could go for a walk. I'm choosing not to. And so even just starting to reframe that really, it takes that personal responsibility. I'm too tired gives away your control. It's like giving it away to some energy monster who stole all your energy and left you with nothing. Take that control back. You decide. So even just starting to shift the mindset a little bit. And like you said, walk for 1 minute and just see what happens. And if that's all you got, great.
That's it. Do
it again tomorrow.
That's right. Do it again tomorrow. All right. Good stuff, Rachel. Good stuff. All right. Well, I got more weeding to do, but I am going to be excited to see. I'm going to go back and check my little yellow jacket trap. I think it was yellow jacket. So
it sounds like a yellow jacket, the way that they attacked you like that.
He was mad.
Yes.
On my little finger, and it's all blown up too. So but hey, thanks for your time today. And we didn't talk about what's for dinner.
Dinner.
I don't know.
That happens.
It happens.
It happens. Yeah. It might be one of a girl dinner, right? Remember we talked about a couple of weeks ago where you kind of put a little bit of this and you kind of
that's right. I
got some pickles and I've got a tomato and nothing goes together, but okay. Just gonna eat them. Our dinner tonight is my husband makes this amazing sauce out of tofu and cashews and bell peppers and onions. So it's like it's a not cheese sauce. Put it on almost anything. It's got it's high protein. It's
do you do nutritional yeast in there?
Nutritional yeast, and turmeric and salt and pepper.
Hey, maybe I'm going to try your I'm interrupting you. Sorry. I was just getting inspired. Your lentil burger. I haven't done that yet. So maybe I have the lentils.
There you go.
So, maybe I'm trying that.
And the thing about a lentil burger is, I mean, as long as you have the lentils, you just kind of throw whatever else. You just make them bound up enough so where they can bake. That's all. You know. So where they're not too
give that a try. All right. I'm inspired.
Okay.
All right,
there you go.
Thanks so much for your time. Until next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.